color. The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
A fictitious name for a desperate girl. A girl who came out of nowhere, bound for nowhere, with an illegitimate baby. A baby suffering from malnutrition, on the brink of pneumonia. And now Jill Smith has come to get the baby she claims is hers.
Good morning.
How is she?
Well, she's improving.
I want to take her now.
Come on in.
Where are the release papers?
They haven't been made out yet.
I'll wait.
It may be a while.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I haven't approved them yet.
Well, why not?
That's what we have to talk about.
She's well enough to go home.
If she had a home...
She does.
That's debatable.
I told you, I have a room with Mrs. Hewitt.
That's not a home. That's a place to sleep.
Dr. Van Dyke, report to surgery. Dr. Van Dyke, report to surgery.
Wait a minute, you just sit down for 1 minute.
I can take you to court.
You do that? You take me to court. I'd like to tell everyone the condition that child was in when I examined her.
You can't keep a mother from her baby.
A mother, huh? A mother who doesn't even have a birth certificate? A mother who goes barnstorming around 35 different states with a 6-month-old child that's suffering from malnutrition. A mother that won't even take her sick baby to the hospital. You don't act like the baby's mother. You act like the baby's enemy.
Are you trying to punish me?
That's not my job. The child needs a home. People who will care for her.
I care. I took her from a hospital once. I can do it again.
Yeah, you just keep talking. You're convincing me to call the welfare people.
Oh, no.
Well, they'll find out what kind of a mother you are.
You want me to beg?
Look, do you think I'm enjoying all this?
Yes.
If I was to give you back that child...
My child?
Well, I'd always be worrying about whether she was getting the proper care, the right formula.
What about love?
Love?
Why do you think I took her from that hospital? Because I'm a kleptomaniac? I took her because I couldn't stand to see strangers around her. That's simple. Because no matter how good they are or how well they feed her, they can't love her as much as I do.
A baby can't live on just love.
Don't knock it, Doctor.
All right, if. Now, it's just saying if I sign those release forms.
I'll prove I can take care of her.
How?
Name it.
Look, this isn't some kind of a test, you know.
Yes, it is. You've already tested me in your very proper professional way, and I failed. Just give me another chance. You want me to give Kelly a home, I will. You want me to get a job, I will. Any test, any condition. You name it, and I'll do it. The only thing you can ask is that I love her any more than I do. A month. 2 weeks. Then make your very proper, orderly, professional decision. What does it take to reach you?
You take your hand off of there.
Front desk.
Miss June?
Yes, sir.
I want to fill out a release form on a baby, Kelly Smith. Well, they have her ready. Just bring her down to my office. Her mother is waiting here.
Yes, sir.
I'd say thanks, but...
Now, wait a minute. 2 weeks, you understand? Then I want to see that baby so fat and healthy, I won't even recognize it.
I'll introduce you.
Where is she? She'll be coming down the elevator.
Yes, thank you, Miss Chuck.
Kelly, baby, you little thing.
Wait a minute. Hospital regulations. She can't go with you until she's left the property.
What would you do without your regulations?
Come on.
Do I have a safe conduct pass through the line?
Of course. All right, Miss Stacy. Now, as for you, Miss Smith, 2 weeks. You understand?
The horn works. Try the light.
Hey, Pocahontas, why don't you take him inside? It's warm.
Her.
Her.
You work here?
Uh-huh.
Anybody else?
No, just me.
I thought you said it was warmer inside.
Oh, I'm sorry. In there. You can put her on the bed if you like.
Thanks. You sleep here, too?
Yeah, first cabin all the way.
It's a groove.
Well, let's just say it's a means to an end.
And what's the end?
You know, it's funny. I haven't quite figured that out yet.
I don't see anything wrong with this. Does it do much business?
Oh, fair.
Think the owner could use some extra help?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
What's his name?
Rodney Harrington. And what's yours?
You mean all this belongs to you?
Well, me and the bank. Maybe not exactly in that order.
What do you say? Can you use some extra help?
Not really.
Smith. Jill Smith. Miss.
Well, you see, Miss Smith, I do my own correspondence and my own bookkeeping, so...
Oh, I mean out there.
You?
I worked at a marina last summer. That's no different from putting cars in cars.
Yeah, I know, but it's not that...
Well, a girl gas jockey. It'd be great for business.
And what about your baby?
She'll be fine right here.
Yeah, while her mother's outside pumping gas, wiping windshields?
And paying her milk bills.
Look, I'd like to help you, but this is a garage, not a nursery.
Nice try, Kelly.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. That's the world's worst hang-up.
Whoops. My timing always has been terrible. But Norman, I'm glad you're here. Gather round, children, and take a good, close look at your old dad. Now, tell me what you see.
A spot on your tie.
You're looking at a newborn babe, an innocent in a land of sinners, a free man. They have dropped the murder charge.
Oh, Dad, that's wonderful.
I am now officially cleared of any part in the death of one Adrian Van Lyden. It's like it never happened.
Except to Mrs. Van Lyden. Sorry, I didn't mean to put a damper on the celebration.
Well, you you got something to celebrate, too, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Your dad can now have his bail money back, and, I can finish paying for Rita the Second.
Oh, I forgot that you're new in town and you don't know all the rules.
I know 'em all, kid.
Well, Rita and I play a game. It's called Charity Begins at Home. You can stand on your own 2 feet and you can make it if you try and all that jazz. I'm gonna pay for Rita the Second or Norman the Second or whatever we name the baby.
Well, would you at least let me chip in for the hay?
The what?
And liniment. Rita the Second's gonna need an awful lot of liniment.
Oh, yeah, gallons of it.
Maybe the baby's a joke to you.
Norman, Rita the Second's a horse.
A filly, to be exact.
Dad bought it for me, and I wanted him to be here when I told you.
You bought Rita a horse?
Yeah, on the layaway plan.
Why?
She's a racehorse.
So?
So maybe we'll race her.
Where, up and down Glover Street?
Norm, don't spoil it.
Now all we need with the nursery is a stable.
We're keeping it at a stable, at a training center.
Yeah, just a couple of miles outside of town.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought maybe we'd keep it underneath the apartment steps. So when Rita takes the baby for a walk, she can walk the horse, too.
That's your trouble, Norman. You don't look on the bright side. Why, in a couple of years, we could be sitting in a box seat watching her win the Kentucky Derby.
I don't want to win the Kentucky Derby. I just want to feed the baby and take care of my wife. Now, if your horse can help me do that, I'll let it ride me.
Norman.
Call me before the first race.
We'll work it out, Princess.